Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Firm U, a private personal training facility. I'm here with my client Dwight, and we're just giving you an update on Dwight's progress. And about every other week, we get him on the Bio-Impedance Scale and sometimes on the 3D scanner. And in order for anybody to progress, you must assess. And we use this to validate your notches in your belt going down, right?
Definitely.
You're about ready to go to a pants store here pretty soon.
That's right.
Yeah, get some new clothes. Anyway, so I'm gonna just come over here and sit down. And so Dwight, when you first came here, that was November of 2019.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, and then you were tipping the scales pretty heavy on that at that time.
Yes.
But you didn't have anything that was any conditions at that point.
Right.
Which was you were dealt a good card.
Yes.
You know, so
Didn't really have any health issues.
and then what happened?
Well then COVID hit.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
we lost you went down quite a few pounds.
Yeah, I think I was I may have lost about 30 pounds or so.
Yeah, and that was starting in November of 19, and we went to March of 2020 when everything started to shut down.
Right.
And then after that, we when COVID hit, of course, what did most people do?
Yeah, we're all inside. I mean, and you kind of
TV and deliveries.
TV and DoorDash and all the other things.
Yeah. And so after the pandemic,
Yes.
you went to your doctor.
I did.
Yeah, and then you had a couple conditions that were developing,
Right.
and I think a lot of people out there had the same conditions or don't know they have them because of weight gain.
That's right.
When they say COVID-19, they really mean 19. That's 19 pounds usually, right?
Oh yeah, that's
Or
about what it was for me.
Could be COVID 30.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you made a comeback, and we've been plotting your progress.
Yes.
And just was it October 6th? I think it was. There we got you on the Bio-Impedance Scale.
Yes.
Okay. And the last time you were measured was September 27th, about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Okay. And remember how much you lost?
I think I was down about 26 pounds, I believe.
Total 26.
Total
That's from
26
July.
pounds.
July.
Yeah, about I guess about 8 weeks, 7-8 weeks or so.
Right. But what was that derived from?
Oh man.
Was it had to be either water, fat, or muscle.
Right.
And so you lost, what, 26 pounds, right?
That's right.
So this is 5 pounds of fat here. Whoa. Okay. Folks, 5 pounds of fat. Times that by 5,
Yes.
and that's what you've lost.
That's amazing.
And it is from fat. So don't be fooled out there thinking that you lost 25, 26 pounds when it was actually mostly water. And it could have been muscle. Muscle can be used as an energy source also. Okay, so you people that go on these starvation, I don't know why you do it, but why you would go on a starvation diet when you can limit your sugar intake or carbohydrates intake,
Right.
and weight train, because
That's
weight
right.
train has a metabolic effect. And then what else do? We get on the laser.
Get on the laser.
That's right. And that laser will take those unwanted inches away from those fat parts that we can't get rid of.
That's
Everybody has them.
That's right.
What is it? Let's go ahead and head down the list. The muffin top, the bat wings, the thunder thighs.
Get that spare tire around the waist there.
I heard about that one. So anyway, the combination of all that really works out. And how many times do you work out a week?
3 times a week.
Okay. How's your diet been?
Oh, diet's been consistent. Actually, since I started, I hadn't really veered away from my diet, and it shows when we get on the scale and we get on the
Like this right here. This.
Staiku.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go.
The scanner. And you can see that on here, you have gone down, was it 56? That's like 7 inches around the circumference. But let's back it up a little bit here. And that's the laser. And here's the bioimpedance measurements here. And it shows on here, like this person started out at 212 pounds, went down to 194, and lost 18 pounds. Okay, well, 18 pounds doesn't mean anything to me unless I know where it came from.
Right.
Did it come from, I'm going to say it again, fat, muscle, or water? Well, you can see up here that the fat, actually she lost 14 pounds of actual fat. The rest was water, okay? No muscle loss at all. So that's a big plus. So that's like almost 3 of these guys right here. Now it doesn't come from one spot. It just kind of seems like it does or develops in one spot, but it doesn't.
Right.
It's marbled throughout your body. So everybody gets blown away, says, oh my God, that's 5 pounds of fat. Well, it's not like this. It's marbled throughout your body, so it's spread out. So it's not exactly like that. But anyway, so we use this as one measurement. Now, you lost from 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, 5 pounds of fat, actual fat.
Actual fat.
And again, it's important to say fat, not water, not muscle,
That's right.
but actual fat. So that's
fat.
what you lost right there. And that's why your pants aren't fitting. And every time I see him lay down to bench press, I see that I see a new notch in that belt, which is pretty good. That's another good indication. Actually, you know, in the thousands of dollars I spent in the 3D scanner and the Bio-Impedance scale and all these other measurements, really, the best way to judge your progress is by your clothes.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes, it's a constant tape measure on your body all the time.
It is.
And then your friends saying, "Hey, you look different.
They
Did
see
you
the
grow?
difference in
Did you grow a goatee or mustache or shave something?" And no, nope, it's not that. And also your attitude kind of changes too. You actually
does.
become a lot more
You're confident and
absolutely. If you're in sales and I have a guy that has a company that he has his high-ranking managers come in to start losing weight to build up their confidence. And their confidence shows in front of their vendors, and so they can actually sell more, or at least the vendor seems like they have more confidence in that person because it comes out. Anyway, so the Strawberry Laser is just an add-on to the personal training. It can be a standalone. You can come in here and just do the laser. I have a lot of people that just come in and do the laser. They don't want to work out. I get it. It's tough. And the laser works just as well. As a matter of fact, I've got some before and after pictures. So what I've been doing now is if you sign up for our training, that you can do either or. Sometimes you'll come in and, Ray, I don't have it today. I'd rather do the laser.
That's right.
So we go on the laser. We spend the session on the laser instead of doing our usual weight training, and that's worked out. Also, you can also use it as if you sign up with me for personal training, you can also use the laser as an add-on. In other words, you can still work out 3 times a week and add another laser session or 2, and then that just clicks off as another session. And I do 12 sessions at a time, okay, as a package. All right, anyway, enough of that. So that's what it looks like right here. And then this is the picture of Dwight in a 3D avatar, okay? And I've shown this picture before, but it's just amazing to look at how many inches he lost. And he was at 356.5 inches, and that's 6 locations around his midsection, and he's down to 342.3. So he had a significant loss in inches around his waist. And this is the circumference around his waist. If you look at the red part here, it's kind of hard to see. This was on July 26th, and the green part is 9/11 on the inside. So you can actually look at him at a cross section down through his body and see what he used to be and what he is now. Pretty powerful stuff.
Very powerful.
Yeah, you can take your belt, you can take one belt, put it around like that, pick the other belt, and put the new you in there.
I sure can.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be like a fireman and wear suspenders. Now here's a lady that did only the laser, okay? And you can see the difference between her midsection and around the hips. And her goal was to lose in that area. Now remember that your body does do this when you weight train, but it can't specifically get those parts that you want to get. That's where the laser comes in. Okay, I wish I had this when I was competing in bodybuilding. It might have kind of helped. So you don't have to go down to single digit body fat measurements to lose those particular spots that have been so hard to lose. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Let me get this over here. So Dwight, let's talk about what your diet consists of now, as opposed to where it was before.
Well, before there was no diet. I guess you can call it a seafood diet, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of what I had. Everything I saw, I kind of ate that.
Yeah.
What I do now, though, it's a planned diet, and it consists of a combination of lean protein with veggies. It's kind of what it is.
Right.
We've cut out sugars, and we've cut out a lot of the unnecessary carbs, rice, bread, things like that. And we've substituted, good protein drinks and stuff in between, and it's worked out for me. Matter of fact, I don't even think about it now. I meal prep. It's probably the most time-consuming thing I do. It takes me a little bit out of meal prep, but at the end of during the week, I don't have to think about what I'm eating. Just grab and go.
How about going out to restaurants and things like that?
I do. I still do that, but I still keep the diet in mind, and so I look for the best option of meals. Right. Honestly, I went to the point now where even before we go eat, I look at the menu to determine what it has that I can potentially eat, because I don't want to be put in a position where I have to compromise, with things I've been doing. I'll have to, forego my diet. So.
And folks, I go to restaurants also. I mean, it's not that you have to limit yourself. Well, actually, to limit yourself is good. If you're going to a restaurant, you got to think to yourself, who's ever cooking that food? What are their goals? I can guarantee it's not your goals. Okay, their goal is to what? Get you back there, can make that food taste just as good. Use soybean oil, canola oil, whatever kind of oil to go ahead and saturate that food if it is real, genetically modified, whatever you're eating. Okay, if it is good stuff, it's going to zap out at 360 degrees any kind of nutrition in there anyway. So it's not just the carbohydrates.
Right.
I mean, you can go to a Mexican restaurant and have it zapped with soybean oil, and now instead of eating sugar, you're eating chemicals.
Right.
Okay, cancer-producing chemicals. What's the first thing they tell you not to eat when you go to MD Anderson? Okay, because you've developed cancer. Okay, it's soy. So, and I've heard that I'm a cancer exercise specialist, so I know a little bit about cancer, how it grows, and how to treat it or how to work it around it, and still work out during your chemo or whatever your doctor prescribes for you to correct the cancer issue. Anyway, so this lady from the front, you can see the difference. Now I don't even have tape measures on this person, and you can just see the difference just from a visual of an avatar of her. Okay, so she's lost a significant amount, and you can see around her waist of her handles. Now this is another cross section of her. Now look how powerful that is. I mean, she was getting ready for a vacation, and I'm sure she had a really good time. Here's another guy, and you can tell that not only does the laser, this guy did a combination of the laser just like Dwight, the laser and then working out. But you can see his posture has changed too. Again, if you're having that, especially with guys, if you have that belly in front of you, you're going to be leaning more forward, and it's going to throw your posture off. Now his posture has really, come back around, and he's lost 2 inches around his waist. So he's like a superstar right now. And that's the internal. Now we can prove that that in the red is where you began, and inside that is the green where you ended up. Anyway, so that's how I measure things. And again, it just validates your progress, and it makes you feel good about yourself.
It does.
You went home. You were so happy that I just wanted to keep you here because your spirits were so good. But anyway, so on a Sunday morning here at 7:30, we are going to be working out. The sun is just coming up, and we've got upper body today, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. So what we do is we do upper body, then we do lower body, and then sometimes a laser or upper body again, so that we don't overtrain. And You usually go down about 2 inches on the laser,
Oh yeah.
and the measurements that we take, and along with the training here, you know, it's just a perfect combination. And again, with the scanner, the 3D scanner, and also the bioimpedance scale, you know, we can validate his hard work, and you know, give us a thumbs up there.
Oh yeah.
You know, on all this stuff. You know. So anyway, we're going to be signing out here. We're going to start off with bench press, and if you guys like this this video and want to see more like it, hit subscribe and give me a like. And for right now, let's wait for the next video. Ray Bassett signing out at the FirmU, and we'll see you next video.
Happy Sunday, guys.